Hi, I'm Dr. Birdie. I want to teach you how to really clean your teeth properly, and one of the steps that goes along with that is how to use the rubber tip stimulator. Now, the rubber tip stimulator can be found on the end of a toothbrush, and as you can see, it's right there, and we're going to take it out in a moment so that you can see how the rubber tip is used. And the other is the rubber tip just this way here. There are many manufacturers of this. I'm just going to show you this particular one from gum toothbrushes. And the way this is used, this is going to be used to do two things. Number one, it's going to be used to clean underneath the gum line, and let me show you how to do that. You're going to hold it at about 45 degrees to the gum and tooth, and you're going to gently move it back and forth. I recommend that you go about 3 times on each section of the tooth. So start systematically working from the back, working around the gum. You can see I've got it at about 45 degrees to the gum and tooth. And the purpose of this is to move the plaque that's underneath the gum line and also to firm up the gum. And you can see I'm working all the way around, and I will demonstrate this all the way to the front area and also on the inside. The inside is more difficult to reach, and when you're coming in on the inside, you're going to start on the back and you'll work your way around again. Notice again how I'm at 45 degrees to the gum and tooth. And on this, I teach my patients to use it by feel. It's a light touch. It's like a pencil. You're not pushing hard. You can see that the tip does not move at all. Around the front teeth, again, you're going to come in from the front. Obviously on this model I can sneak in from the side, but in your mouth you're going to come in from the front, and not everybody can see this when you're doing it on yourself. But as you're using the rubber tip stimulator, you will feel where you're at, and you do all the areas. On the upper teeth, it'll be the same way. Again, on the upper teeth, you're going to start behind the last tooth. Notice how the angle has to be to feel that area, and you're going to be actually working the back edge of that and then coming around to the front. Again, 3 times. And again at about 45 degrees to the gum and tooth. And you can see as you go around, what you're doing is you're cleaning underneath the gum line. The brush does not get into these areas. Whether it's an electric brush or a manual brush, you really can't do what this rubber tip does. I recommend this for all my patients after they've had gum treatments to keep their mouth clean, in addition to brushing, in addition to flossing. Now, as you can see, I'm working around the front. Again, I'm at about 45 degrees to the gum and tooth. When you get on the inside areas, and I'll demonstrate to the inside areas here, you notice how I can throw my patients upside down, but you can't do that at home. You're going to be like this. So again, it's by feel. You're coming in from the front, start on the back, work your way forward, be at about 45 degrees to the gum and tooth. Again, 3 times in each area. It's a very light touch, and what you're doing is you're removing the plaque that's underneath the gum line. You'll find that you get stuff that comes out. Now you've loosened up the debris that's underneath there. And again, around the front teeth, as you can see, it's by feel in here. And that's how this is done. So I like my patients to go ahead and do this on the inside of their mouth first, then on the outside. Start on one arch, but do it the same way each time. And when you do it with the brush, again, it's used the same way. As you can see, you can get it at 45 degrees to the gum and tooth. Whether it's on the inside or the outside, it needs to be all areas. Once you finish with the rubber tip, then I like you to use the water pick to flush out all these areas. This way you can have a very clean mouth, and all the debris that you've loosened up with the rubber tip will now be flushed out. Don't forget, if you just plain old rinse, it's not going to go ahead and get all these areas.